I mean, why would I drive 1,500 miles for somebody who won't have a phone call with me? I'm not. I'm not. We're done. So.
Hello, my friends. This is The Dave Show, and I am so glad you could be here today. We've got a great show planned, but before we get going with that, we've got some business to take care of. We need to thank our sponsors for today, and they are at TamTamVirture 5433. Thank you very much, Tam. I really do appreciate it. Our second sponsor is at Damone Hogan 5064. So thank you both for sponsoring today's episode. I do appreciate your generosity and, being just a faithful part of the community on this channel. And I hope you both have a great day. All right, let's get on to the show. Let's do it. All right, my friends, we are starting out with just a few memes, as always, I guess. The first one is actually a post. It's regarding Epstein and the missing files, and just, I don't know what is going on with that, but it stinks. To me, something really stinks about the whole thing, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get on to the post. It says, I can't believe Epstein killed himself right before he was about to be acquitted due to a complete lack of evidence. Oh, gosh, if he just would have waited a little bit longer, he would have been scot-free. Oh, boy. This next meme shows the differences between the conviction rate of the January 6ers and those that have been involved with the Epstein files, the Epstein Island, anything Epstein. Let's take a look. January 6th protesters, 1,575. Oh my gosh, that's quite a bit. Jeez Louise. All right, well, let's see, in fairness, how many people have been held accountable for anything involving, Epstein as the island, on, I don't know, the files. Let's see. What is the difference? Oh, yeah. That's the difference. I'm telling you, my friends, things are being hidden from us concerning Epstein, and it's just a shame that whoever these powerful people are that are being protected, it's such a double standard. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, this just in. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. It's ready. Okay, I'll show it. Okay, thank you. All right, my producer just got some breaking news. I don't know, this is kind of crazy, but apparently Harry Sisson has been confirmed still retarded. 100 yeas, 0 nays. That sounds about right. That's funny. All right, my friends, it is time. We are jumping into that liberal pool of madness. We're unhinged. And some kind of evil liberals hang out. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the LIBS zone.
Did you see what happened in northern Texas? It's beginning. So for those of you who don't know, a group of armed civilians decided to engage and act appropriately to a group of ICE agents. One of the ICE agents was in the neck, and another one of the civilians was killed. So, it has begun. We knew it was coming, and while this is the first instance, it will not be the last. In my opinion, this is an appropriate response to people being kidnapped in broad daylight off the street and having masked and armed men who don't have to identify themselves taking American citizens. So I'm keeping an eye on it. It's quite an interesting development, one we knew was coming, like it's inevitable, violence begets violence. And I find it interesting and also sort of poignant that the first one was in Texas of all places. Also, if you haven't seen what is going on in LA, shit is getting wild there. So keep an eye on things, but also keep your wits about you and understand that this is the natural progression of like the timeline that we're on. And yeah, buckle up, babes.
Women.
Here are the mugshots of the pieces of trash that assaulted the ICE facility. The ICE members drew them out to ambush them like cowardly retards that they are. Now, one thing I did notice about the mugshots that I'm pretty sure there's an element of the trans Tifa involved with this. And it's kind of weird that they seemed very organized, very well equipped, almost as if somebody was funding their little operation. But the question is, what should be done with them? So let's see what people have to say. Free Speecher says, the old sedition repair kit comes to mind. I think that's a good call. Jessica Cardar. I butchered that. Okay, but she says public execution, period. Yeah, I think an example really needs to be made by these 10 individuals, or at least the ones that are still alive. Allison Mahone says, maximum sentence, no mercy. I'm with you, Allison. The Texas Longhorn says, why do they all look like weirdos? Because they are. All right, my friends, I'm just going to let you know right now that we are going to be covering some of the absolute bile and venom and disgusting things that some of these liberals, the people on the left, have been saying about the kids and the parents of those kids that tragically lost their lives in Texas. You know, these people are just not demented, but they are demented. There's definitely something wrong with them in the head, but I think there is definitely part of this group that is actually evil. I don't know how else to say it. Only people, I don't know, short of being possessed would say such horrible things. It boggles my mind. So let's get into it, and it's not going to be fun, but let's do it. The first thing we're going to be looking at is something that a normal, sane human being that actually has a soul would say concerning the people, and especially the kids that lost their lives in Texas. Let's take a look at that. This entire cabin of sweet little girls and their 2 counselors washed away. Yes, it's so sad. It's such a tragedy. Oh, boy. It's heartbreaking. Carrie Kay said, my heart breaks for the families who have tragically lost their little girls. I am praying for everyone who perished in the Texas flash flood. I can't fathom the grief. Again, what any normal, sane human being would say to something, to the things that have happened. But now we've got the left. Let's see what their reaction is, because my gosh, what a difference. All right, we've established a baseline of what a normal person would say, a person that has a soul, that has actual compassion and empathy. Now let's contrast that with the left. And what do they have to say about the situation with the kids losing their lives? Let's check it out. Cindy Steinberg says, F these white kids. I'm glad there are a few less colonizers in the world now, and I don't care whose bootlicking fragile ego that offends. My gosh. White kids are just future fascists. We need more floods in these inbred sundown towns. My gosh, that is scary. These people are just evil. They're evil. They're possessed. I don't know. However you want to describe it, it's not normal, okay? All right, let's hear some more of these horrible, horrible people. Take a look.
So, I hate to be the one who points it out, but it seems like it needs to get pointed out. So, are we not paying attention to majority of the videos that's being shared about this flood and the certain that's on the videos? Hopefully this is opening up some eyes and showing people that he watches. I don't matter who's watching. They're watching. They see you as a person and what you're teaching your kids and how your children treat others and how you treat others. And maybe y'all weren't the best of, helping thy neighbor unless they were still or the same as you. Because I find it ironic that it was the deep southern of Texas that it happened to. We knew back in the days where they used to do everything deep down in the southern. So hopefully this changes and open up a whole lot when it comes to treating people as equal. Okay.
All right, this next woman is absolutely vile. She is disgusting in every way. She's just filled with darkness. Ugh. Take a look.
Oh no, that's so evil to say you don't care about the people who died in the flood just because of who they voted for.
They voted to die. They voted for it. They sought it, and they've received a fucking return. God works quick. And when you did something for the wrong reason, God works even faster. Maybe that's why they're fucking dead. Is not the weather an act of nature and in the hands of God? Okay then, shut the fuck up.
Man, you are one twisted fuck.
Oh yeah, for any of you people that want to say, oh, well, children don't vote, referring to these Magites and their children that died in them floods, their parents voted for them to die, so take that up with the fucking parents. Bombard them with that fucking shit. Yeah? Doesn't that make more sense? Ain't that what they say about the immigrants? They subjected their kids to this? Well, guess what? Them motherfuckers that died in the flood subjected their kids to danger. Eh. What's the fucking difference?
So that black-hearted woman was bad enough, but then you start seeing some of the comments from the video that she talked about those kids in such a disgusting way. Look, there seems to be like this, I don't know what to call it, like this evilness that is absolutely ramping up on the left. It is starting to get a little scary how much open evilness is just being put on display. Check it out.
It's a hard pill to swallow, huh? The fact that if he would have just voted for Kamala, that those kids in Texas and all those families in the RVs would more than likely still be alive. And instead you just made fun of her laugh while people were screaming at you that if he was voted in, people were gonna die. And look where we are. A bunch of parents who can't protect their own kids.
So wait, Texas has been cheering on ICE all across the country, and now y'all want sympathy for a flood? Have you lost your minds? No, I don't feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the mom that had that 4-year-old ripped from her arms and will have to hear her baby scream in her head for the rest of her life. That's who I feel bad for, MAGA. You guys voted to take this National Weather Service away. You guys voted and cheered on Doe's shutting everything down. I don't care about you people. I hope you suffer worse than anyone. I hope the parents of these kids regret every day voting for Donald Trump. And I don't want to hear we don't know who they voted for. It's Texas and it's a camp. And the fact that y'all even want empathy tells me everything. Like, sure, I absolutely hate that kids were lost today and other lives. But you guys have cheered on everybody else's demise. Maybe it's all time we get some popcorn and watch yours.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Ever considered that maybe that flood in Texas killing all those kids is God's divine punishment? Y'all are killing your own kids. Killing your own kids. I hate to see it. I hate to see it for any kid, but to be honest, if you're just all killing your own kids, I'm gonna let it go, you know? But you're killing our kids too. You're killing children and you're ruining the country and the planet for our children and grandchildren for generations. I fucking hate you so much. I hate you so fucking much. Truly don't care if maggots get caught in a flood or a fire that they weren't warned about. Get what you voted for. No sympathy here. No empathy. None. Bereft of it. However, those kids in Texas were children. I don't blame them for a thing. But it doesn't escape me that had it been a camp for gay kids instead of a Christian camp, there'd be a lot of people on this app talking about how it was God's will and God sent that flood.
These people are sick.
I really hope the karma police are out in full force for these people. I have no words. I don't understand how these people can be filled with so much darkness, so much hate, so much guile towards their fellow human beings. I'm telling you, my friends, the adversary is on the march. And it's only gonna probably get worse from here. I don't know. It's not looking good.
I'm just wondering if anyone knows what the green gas was that was being deployed in downtown Portland on the 4th of July. Today's Monday. I was out there on Friday and I'm still having a reaction from it. And every time I get in the shower, it like reactivates. And I'm wondering if anyone knows the secret to how to make it stop, or a remedy, or just what the gas was in general, because it is affecting me very harshly.
What?
I'm just asking for help. If anybody knows anybody from ICE that could help me, I'm just trying to find my dad. They moved him from the facility that he was in, and we just want to know where he was sent to.
You guys should be defending us from the domestic terrorists sitting in the office.
Traitors!
The people of the United States need you right now. Stand with us. You took an oath to the Constitution. Let me see. I blank do solemnly swear that I support and defend the people of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Why are you not defending us from the domestic terrorists sitting in the office? Especially the black and the brown people. You guys should be standing with us. Our ancestors did not fight the fight that they fought years ago, so you can be standing there. We love you guys, but you guys don't love us back. Our streets! Our streets!
The federal government is not leaving LA. I don't work for Karen Bass. The federal government doesn't work for Karen Bass. We're going to be here till that mission's accomplished, as I said, and better get used to us now, because this is going to be normal very soon.
They just stopped my freaking SSI. I literally needed that to pay for my college and feed myself, my siblings, also to help pay the rent. My car payments, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Linda says, these videos are stupid. The cuts haven't happened yet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say to that. It's true. TTL Inc. says, I feel for her. It's hard to figure out what the other 99% of the planet do to survive. It's tough. Bluebird 1978 says, I don't believe it. I wish I did, but I just don't.
Now what?
I don't know. What?
Are we gonna get in the fucking streets and wave our stupid meme-fied jokes around again?
Yeah.
Over and over and over? Are we just gonna keep chanting the same thing to offbeat drums?
Most of you, yeah.
Are we just gonna keep protesting the same way so we can get in the street and get the fucking shit rocked out of us?
Yeah. Yep, sounds right.
I'm not going to any more marches. I've said
Good.
this many times.
Good. Our job is done.
Get fucking serious.
Oh, so get violent.
Oh, we can't quit our job because I have to eat. They want you fucking dead. They want you dead.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Fuck your nonviolence.
And I'm gonna say it again and 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 again till it gets through your head! The children are off limits!
Yeah.
Wonderful news.
Okay,
Texas
what is it?
no longer supports taco.
Tacos?
They have 86th the 47th. Yay, Texas!
Man, that was cringe. And I don't think Texas has dumped their support for President Trump. I mean, come on. Really?
Somebody came into my DM and say why I despise white people so much. I don't know, you tell me.
Should it be legal if a mom finds out she's having a girl, but she wants a boy? Should she be able to abort that 3-week-old?
Yes. Can that child directly survive outside her body?
Well, eventually, yes. I mean, again, so we talk about stages of development. What is the first step of human development?
I mean, obviously, it's whenever the two pieces of DNA,
The egg and the sperm
Correct,
meet,
yes,
right?
and then they collaborate,
So
and there you
therefore,
go.
if human development begins at fertilization, conception,
Sure.
so then shouldn't the human be protected at conception?
If the baby is going to be born to a mother who's like, well, dang it, my kid's not a girl, it's a boy, or vice versa, then I don't even think they should be born to that parent in the first place.
So basically, your view of pregnancy is no different than customizing a Ford Explorer. Human development has a starting point, and it's conception. And we can use all these different words. We can use fetus, we can use embryo, we can use little one, whatever.
Sure.
But it's all still a human being. It doesn't go from rhinoceros to human being at like 10 weeks. Therefore, using reason that we all have, if it's human development, and it is a human being, human rights. The first of all human rights is the protection of life.
Hope you're proud of yourselves, MAGA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you're good and proud of yourselves, man.
Pretty proud, yeah.
Yeah, you're just now all to be held accountable for this crap. Okay? Someday, your day will come. Because every dog has their day, MAGA. Every dog.
Okay.
Has their day.
Oh, jeez.
I love the blacks being like, oh, we're gonna get a race war. If there was a race war, you wouldn't win. Okay. First of all, you might have plenty of guns, but you don't know how to shoot them. You think this is how you shoot guns. You think this is how you shoot a pistol. That's not. I know you saw that in a movie and you thought it looked cool. And you saw your favorite fucking rapper doing that, but that's not how you aim and shoot a gun. The only reason blacks have not exterminated themselves in the hood because black on black violence is insane and through the roof is because there's such horrible shots. So you really think you're gonna beat a duck hunter who shoots ducks for a living, for fun, on his free time, and doesn't miss?
I sent my dad photos of new concentration camp in Florida, and I asked him, is this what you voted for? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you expected? Are you proud of this? And I got no response, because when Donald Trump, before the election, said that the enemy within was the Democrats, that shit worked. People are so brainwashed. This destroyed families. My family just went back to South Carolina to visit my family, my parents, and I didn't go. I mean, why would I drive 1,500 miles for somebody who won't have a phone call with me? I'm not. We're done. So.
News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts.
And Lord God, we pray that as we work together as a cabinet, as a president, vice president in this administration, Father God, that you would give us all the tools that we need, Father God, to show up and to support and help to rebuild and to restore.
I'm really glad to see that God is once again part of government, and it gives me hope that, good things will come from this administration. Trump 2.0 is looking great. All right, my friends, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. What would you do if you saw this on your front porch? I don't know. It's very strange. Check it out. I have no idea what's going on here. If anybody can give some reference to what this is. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's a little hypnotic, to be honest with you. But again, I have no idea what's going on. Check it out. It's time for Dave's Detox. Nice.
Get it from the side. Get it from the side. There we go.
She snorts.
Wait.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Ooh, holding an egg.
Wait.
That takes some control. Wow. Good dog.
Drop it. Drop it. Good boy. Good boy.
Oh boy. Zoomies. Oh.
Mia, come here, Mia. Mia.
I'm assuming the dog is Mia.
Mia.
Mia just wants some lovin'. Nice. Uh-oh.
Welcome on your to-be flight to Benidorm.
Puppy chasing toy life hack. What? Wait, how is that going around? It's gotta be motorized. That's funny. Good way to give the dog exercise.
Oi.
Well, my friends, that is a wrap for today. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, subscribe, share, slap that bell around, tell your friends about Idle Hands. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated. And of course, until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear. Let the thoughts build up until I can't hear.